Hello guys! In this video, you'll learn how to select data from the parent or grandparent on the mapping. Introduction. In this video, you will learn how to use the SKYVVA mapping tool to select data from parent or grandparent nodes in hierarchical mappings. The video demonstrates how to map fields between nodes and shows how child objects can access data from higher-level nodes. You'll see step-by-step instructions on mapping nodes and fields, defining foreign keys and external keys, testing the mapping, and verifying the results in Salesforce. By the end, you'll understand how SKYVVA enables flexible data selection across hierarchical structures, making complex mapping simple and efficient. In this video, we demonstrate how to select data from the parent or grandparent in the mapping. In the example, we test sending data from a hierarchical database to Salesforce. However, this video does not cover how to send data from a hierarchical database to Salesforce. It focuses only on how to select data from the parent or grandparent in the mapping. If you would like to learn how to send data from a hierarchical database to Salesforce, please check another video on the SKYVVA YouTube channel. Here, we have an existing inbound interface that we use in this video. We have already linked it with the inbound agent database adapter and the inbound database message type. Now click on Open Mapping. Here's the structure of the inbound hierarchical database message type on the Mapping Tool page. You can see the source side, which displays the accounts node, contacts node, and cases node, and the target side, which is the S object. Now we need to map the account node from the source side to the account node on the target side. In the mapping scenario, if we map a field from the account node on the source side to the account node on the target side, it means that we want to send the field value from the payload to a field of the account object on the Salesforce side. After mapping node to node, we need to map field to field, such as ACK billing city to billing city, ACK billing country to billing country, and ACK name to name, ACK number to account number, phone to phone. Now we need to map the contact node from the source side to the contact node of the target side. In this video, we talk about selecting data from the parent or grandparent in the mapping. Now, we map phone from the account node to phone in the contact node on the target side. We expect that when the processing is successful, the value in the phone field in the database will be sent to the phone field of the contact object in Salesforce. Here, you can see that the source field shows account.phone. This means that the phone field belongs to the account node. And then map fields one by one. Now we need to map ACC_ID to a field of the contact object to define the foreign key. Now we need to map the case node from the source side to the case node of the target side. Now we map the email from the contact node to the supplied email field in the case node. We expect that when the processing is successful, the value in the email field in the database will be sent to the supplied email field of the case object in Salesforce. And then map fields one by one. When we map from account to contact and from contact to case, it is a process of mapping from parent to child. Now I will show the mapping from grandparent to child by mapping a field from account to case. Now, map the field ACC number from account to my custom field account_number__C in the case object. We expect that when the processing is successful, the value in the number field in the database will be sent to the account_number___C field of the case object in Salesforce. Now map contact_ID to a field of the case object to define the foreign key. After completing the mapping, define an external key. In a hierarchical structure, each node can access data from its parent or even its grandparent node. This means that when we are mapping a child object, such as contact or case, we are not limited to selecting fields only from that specific node. For example, when mapping the contact node, we selected the field phone from the account node. The account node is the parent of the contact node in this structure. Even though we are currently inside the contact mapping, the system allows us to navigate up the hierarchy and select fields from the parent node. Similarly, when mapping the case node, we can select fields from the contact node, which is its parent, or even from the account node, which would be the grandparent. This is especially useful when the child object in Salesforce requires information that exists only in a higher-level node in the source structure. After completing the mapping, click the Save button. Now let's start testing the mapping. Click on the Test Mapping button. Enter your payload, making sure it matches the data in the database. Then, click the Execute button to test the mapping. You will see the results, which should match the mapping. In this mapping, we mapped phone from the account to phone in the contact. Here, you can see that the value in phone is received from the phone field of the account. We also mapped email from the contact to supplied email in the case node. As you can see, the supplied email field is populated with the email from the contact. We also map a number from the account to the custom field account_number_C in the case node. As you can see, account_number_C in the case node receives its value from the number of the account node. After successfully test the mapping, now we want to show the data in my database. You can see the data in my table. Now let's start processing. Go to the Agent Control Board tab. Select your interface and click on the Interface Processing button. Click on Push. After the processing is successful, go to the Message Monitor tab to check the message. Click on the Apply filter. You can see that one complete message has been created. The message has 3 levels: account, contact, and case. You can see the message comment: creation of account, creation of contact, and creation of case. This means the account, contact, and case records have been created in Salesforce. Now go to Salesforce to see the result. Here is the account record that was created in Salesforce. You can see that the phone field has the value +493012345678. Now, let's look at the contact. Here you can see that one contact has been created in Salesforce. In the phone field, you can see the value +493012345678, which is received from the phone field of the account. Now, let's look at the case. Here you can see that one case has been created. In the web email field, you can see the value johnsmith@skyvva.com, which is received from the email field of the contact. You can see it displayed as web email because web email is the field label for supplied email. Look at the field account number, which has the value A01 received from ACC number in the account node. Now we have finished demonstrating the process of selecting data from the parent or grandparent in the mapping.
Summary.
This video demonstrates how to use the SKYVVA mapping tool to select data from parent or grandparent nodes. Using a hierarchical structure, it shows how child nodes can access fields from higher-level nodes. For example, mapping a parent field to a child object in Salesforce. After completing the mappings and testing, the results confirm that the tool allows flexible access to parent or grandparent data within hierarchical mappings. Thanks for visiting our YouTube channel. See you in the next video.